Howdy. I hope you're having a nice weekend, a nice Sunday. We are simply proceeding where we left off yesterday. Now, what I can recall, what was that dude's name? The patient, Lenny? Yeah, Lenny. We met Lenny, who is a patient here, who is allowed to clean the hallways because he's on good behaviour. And he was telling us that he actually remembers us being a patient, our character being a patient in the asylum all those, years ago, however long ago it was. We were in Group E, a therapy session. Or, Group E patients, whatever. But he remembers a therapy session that we had with him and the doctor and Ebersbaker. But he said that there was bad things that happened down there in the basement, but he wouldn't fess up as to what exactly happened down there. We did venture down a little bit. We sorted out a power outage with the lights because some rat had eaten a cable. And I believe we are on our way to the therapy room to find out more about Group E. Find the therapy room. Oh my god, it's loud. Let me turn it down on my headset. Okay. So the canteen is on our left here, and we need to go through. And swing a right, I do believe. Oh, she's still there. How do we get past him? Because he won't let us past because he's cleaning. But we need to get down that way.
Lenny, do you have a moment?
Yes?
Good.
Lenny, I really need to get to the therapy room.
But not until I finish cleaning. Please respect my work.
All right. Is there anything else you can tell me about the basement?
No, I'm sorry.
Nothing else comes to mind?
I don't want to think about that anymore.
Well, thank you.
Let's talk some more about this Group E. You said you remember me.
Yes. Yes, I do.
I'm so sorry, Lenny, but I can't seem to remember you. It's been such a long time since I was here.
It's okay. You seem like a friend.
And I believe you're a friend too, Lenny. About me.
Are you feeling bad?
That's one way to put it. My memories feel like they're broken. I've been here, that's one certainty, but some grisly event left my mind crippled.
I feel the same. My memories of that time are fuzzy. I liked being here. This place always made me feel comfortable until the event.
What did they do to us, Lenny?
Okay.
So, what about you, Lenny? Do you roam the corridors all the time?
Oh, not quite. I'm assisting with the renovation of the building, cleaning as many areas as I can.
You seem to know your way around. What can you tell me about the Institute?
I don't know. It's nice. I like it in here. Feels like home.
How long have you been here?
Oh, long time. Years, as far as I can recall. They took me away all of a sudden, but I kept asking about Hanwell, and one day they brought me back.
But don't you want to leave and go outside, see the world?
Not really. Maybe I did want to leave a long time ago, but I've forgotten why. There's nothing out there for me.
Huh.
Are you familiar with this tool?
No, it looks dangerous.
It's a wire cutter, Lenny. This tool is your best friend.
I prefer human friends.
He is dangerous, Lenny, and if you don't let me get out the fucking corridor, maybe we'll put this danger to use. Fuck.
I should be on my way, Lenny. Stay safe.
Do we go back down and figure out what we might have missed? We probably did miss something. Did we? Okay, so this is what Bob said was like a mosquito spray. Ah, it does say. Fuck me. Well, it does say mosquitoes. Marvipan strikes again. Fuck. Why do I always make myself look like a twat? Oh my god. Alright, Bob. How are you? This was the room where we got the wire cutter, right? And it was too dark. But we didn't come back when we turned the power on, and now we can see. Now we can investigate. Okay. I'm glad we came back. An opening in the construction area was boarded up. Uh-huh. A feeling of unease came over me as I looked at these wooden boards. A feeling of unease came over me as I looked at these wooden boards. Okay, yeah, we get the gist. Fucking press the button again, didn't I? Ooh. A cart which had seen better days was in the corner of the construction area. Journal updated, we're having a flashback. Okay. For the first time, I felt like there was a clear purpose or meaning behind my vision. My mind was trying to unearth important memory. What were a group of patients doing in the basement? What were we forced to do here? The tool seems oddly familiar to me. Most of the tools seem useless and not worth my time. Okay. Can we not pick it up and smash the wood or the stone here? Hanwell Mental Institute. Move to the unit system. Over time, mental hospitals built using the Kirkbride system began to present numerous maintenance and operational problems. Faults in the design led to unforeseen practical difficulties, and their rigid layouts prohibited efficient expansion. The Kirkbride plan soon became a significant problem in mental health. Since many mental hospitals are state-funded, a combination of budget cuts and high maintenance expenses spelled doom for the principles of the Kirkbride plan. personnel, wages, medications, medical appliances, coal for the boilers, electrical maintenance, and sewage services represented but a small fraction of the costs of keeping such a large establishment operating. With the general high levels of stress and economic issues also impacting the public in modern society, experts warned of a surge in mental health disorders and an increased need for specialized treatment centers. Thus, the demand for mental hospitals kept growing, even as institutions adhering to the Kirkbride plan afforded only slow and costly construction. Concern intensified in the field as psychiatrists and medical professionals began to question the theory that architecture played a role in mental health. Just have a sip of water. All this reading. And so the prestigious Hanwell Mental Institute sought to adapt, as did many other mental hospitals, by undergoing extensive remodeling according to a new design philosophy that came to be known as the unit system. Instead of a single sprawling building, the various departments in such establishments would be separated into smaller discrete structures. With this new approach, a purely administrative building would have no physical connection to the one housing patients. To achieve this ambitious goal, many existing Kirkbride institutions resorted to constructing utilitarian underground tunnels connecting various buildings, since aesthetics were no longer a concern. Okay. Topics. Construction work. So maybe we can ask Lenny about this. Okay. Can we really not bash this shit down? We've got a fucking pickaxe right there, man. Pick it up. The patients built the tunnels to save money. Well... yeah, I mean, cheap labor. There was no way I could remove any of these boards with my bare hands. Can we not interact there? No. A cart for transporting construction materials was in the center of the room. Huh. Was filled up with dirt. What happened? The wheel of the cart firmly rusted after years of neglect. Well, that's nothing a little paper cutter won't solve. Okay, wire cutters, no. Oh, no. Yeah. No. Okay. Well, I think we should be able to pick this up, right? Fuck. What do we need? A bit of WD-40. Clearly we need to bash this through here to uncover what is inside, but I don't think we have the equipment to do so. Was that scripted? Where did we come from? Huh. I don't know where we are. has to be something that we can use. There's got to be an object lying around here somewhere that we can, you know, make good use of. The mandatory wheelchair in the asylum, of course, of course. Oh, okay, hang on. That's the rat box. We're heading back to... Shit, what's the security guard's name again? Bruno. Oh, hello. Speak with Lenny. Ah. Well, we'll go this way. What? Ah. Bruno has left his post. Okay, okay. Ooh. What say we have a little snoop? Oh no, my hand seemed to have fallen upon the keychain. Maybe we can get into Hawthorne. Oh no, that was the key that was missing, wasn't it? Avoid him? If he pops up on a screen that I click into, I can't do fuck all about it. But when I'm walking, I can hear a keychain rattling. Just can't see my feet. I could just put it in the fucking pocket, man. I feel mischievous. Yeah, good job cleaning after all that time you spent there, Lenny. The keys, no. Oh, there was locked doors upstairs, wasn't there? Julia said never to go up there, though. Well, Lenny has somewhat vanished. That's the laundry room. No, Lenny. I want to find the therapy room or Lenny. Ha 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 ha! Finally found myself inside the therapy room. The whole place was in a state of disarray. I didn't read the rest of the text. As if everyone left in a hurry, lol. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I need to... I'm monitoring the stream on my phone, and I managed to catch it because the delay. Lol. Ooh. Group therapy responses. Record of patients' development evaluation. Group E. So Anne Ebersbaker has been attending all of the sessions. You can see her initials on the right hand side. Oh yeah, where it says Ebersbaker group E and F. Group E has quite low scores compared to Group F. Notes! Patients in Group F showed a marked improvement in their mood and awareness, as well as a willingness to communicate and interact with their peers. The inexplicable regression in Group E continues to puzzle me. I'll discuss their individual issues separately. Lenny used to be a kind of leader figure, very communicative, someone the rest of the group looked up to, but he's been more withdrawn recently, lost in what seems like dark thoughts he refuses to share. In the case of Hodgson, I could guarantee a smooth session, provided nobody brought up anything related to the nature of his trauma, but he's growing increasingly tense and neurotic. Okay, well, it might not be us. Crawford has always been troublesome, but it seems to be more on edge than usual, even more of a problem these days. Rebecca should have been allowed an abortion. La Roche, beginning to believe he's a lost case. Okay. Items. Keyring. Lol. Possibly belonging to Bruno. Yeah, no shit. Sherlock. Well, I wanted to speak to Lenny, but Lenny's fucked off. Explore the therapy room. Okay. There is another door. Very nice. Any news on your first journal page? Oh, you mean this thing? Oh, no. 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 Patient records of no importance. How is patient records of no importance when you're trying to find out what happened to you? Surely your patient record is of extreme importance. Well, yeah, not that we know of. What's the Liverpool score? Can somebody look it up for me? I think it went to penalties, but it should be over by now. Uh-huh.
Since the renovation of the Institute began, more patients have become agitated and difficult to manage, as if it was the architecture of their own bodies being reconfigured. The construction work has disturbed their existence in a way I couldn't predict. Some are even presenting with odd injuries, which none of the nurses can explain. Are the patients harming themselves? Is this building so firmly interrelated with their identities that changes in its structure will impact their states of mind by means of a kinesthetic regression? They rationalize structural changings in the surrounding geometry by imprinting them in their own flesh. Hodgson's is the worst example. Where are those burn marks coming from? I made inquiries and nobody saw him get burned. Perhaps he was allowed to assist in the kitchen and he refuses to discuss the burnings. And knowing how much the subject terrifies him, I did not press him further. But the scars are disturbing other patients in Group E. They believe his scorched skin is some kind of heavenly punishment or stigmata. And they're all going to suffer the same fate. This is ridiculous and degrading. They were my best group, my most remarkable achievement. Yet no one gives a damn. I swallowed my pride and consulted directly with Alice. But the pompous asshole suggested it was my inexperience at fault, my responsibility to ensure the safety of patients. So what the hell are you supposed to do then? Instead of hiding in your office, do something about your staff. And when the moron isn't jerking off at his desk, he supervises the construction work. Why is a psychiatrist so deeply involved with the conversion to the unit system? None of this makes sense. I hate myself for losing my mind. Every therapy session is now a burden. I need to reconnect with the patients. They must tell me more. Lenny is still more forthcoming than the rest, but he won't say a word about the bruises. And Hodgson's, how did you burn yourself like that? If not the kitchen, the only other place. No. Impossible. They're not allowed down there.
Down there in the basement, shenanigans are happening. Yeah, she's pissed. She angry, yeah, she angry. But is she gonna get to the state of losing her mind and thus becoming a patient herself? Interesting. I think she's gonna go batshit crazy. The woman in the car! This flashback, one of the patients there was the woman in the car at the very beginning, like the intro scene. In my sudden vision, I was part of a group of patients in the room. A female doctor seemed to care about a session, not us, but merely... what? But merely the outcome of the session. Okay. God damn it. Oh, can we? No. Bertrand Laroche, 35-year-old, moderate condition is moderate. Male wing, first floor, cell 102A, therapy group E. Bertrand Laroche is a curious case. He is a shy, docile patient with a mind seemingly trapped in his innermost recondite thoughts, if that's how you pronounce it. Coming from a family of French immigrants, and having experienced a troubled childhood afflicted by war, Laroche has always had issues making friends, no doubt in part thanks to his monotone, outlandish manner of speech. His verbal expression often devolves into unintelligible murmurs during otherwise plain and straightforward conversations. The current diagnosis is that this is assumed to be a schizophrenic behavior. That being said, once someone earns his trust, Laroche can become a capable and pleasant conversationalist. Yet recently, the patient seems less keen on communicating, often spending an unusual amount of time simply staring out of the windows in the game room. Specialists feel he will succumb to an irreversible state of catatonia. Okay. What have we got going on here? Projector wouldn't work without a reel. The metal case was empty. Ooh. Well, would you look at that?
You are not in good shape, Bertrand. You know it will only get worse. You must talk.
I hate you. I hate this place. You're all bad with me and my friends.
You'll come to understand, Bertrand, eventually. But we must deal with this. You have a chance to end it right here, right now.
I don't believe you. You have been lying to me all this time.
That's not true. And if you tell me what you saw, it will all be over. It's that simple.
I can't remember. It's too fuzzy and dark.
Come on, Bertrand. Try harder.
No. I'm scared.
Come on. Tell me what you saw.
No. It will come for me. It knows. It knows.
Calm down or I'll have to call the guards.
It's inside me.
What? What is inside you?
The fuck? Yes. So that was Bertrand. Who was this going to be?
How are you feeling today?
Tired. I want to sleep.
I'm sorry to hear that. How was your day?
It was fine, I guess. We played some games in the afternoon. They are always the same, but I still like them. But the others aren't so happy.
It's understandable. We'll try to get you some new games. Has anything of importance occurred to you lately?
A new woman arrived today with a big belly. She is pretty. I like her. But she was hysterical and punched Nurse Marion on the face.
I know, and we're dealing with that. But I was referring if anything has happened to you lately.
I don't know. I am so tired.
Why are you tired? Tell me. We're here to help.
It's being down there, working with all the dust and the bugs. It's too hard. I'm too tired. I can't stand them anymore.
What is this that you can't stand anymore?
The voices. They are everywhere, and they whisper inside your head. They are evil.
Down there in the basement, huh? I guess this is the last one. The metal case is empty. There seems to be a missing reel. Oh shit, the bed. Yeah, I don't know. Is it Ellis? The one that Ebers Baker referred to? Or could it be, I mean, Hanwell, or did she know they were, I don't know. It sounds like no at the moment with the information that we have. Oh. Oh. Have we clicked on all of them? Hang on. Oh. Another one.
Are you feeling better today?
More or less, I think.
Are you getting along better with work?
No. I don't like the tunnels. It's suffocating in them.
I'm sure you'll get accustomed in time.
No, it's not fair. I shouldn't be doing this.
What makes you say that?
Because it doesn't feel right. Being there. I don't think that is what I was brought here for.
But you are helping. You should feel proud of yourself. Are you in doubt because of something else? Are you scared, for instance?
Yes, I am. I don't want to go into the dark place again. They said it was going to be all right, but I could feel the monster coming for me.
Monster? What monster?
Is he talking about dark place as in the mine or the cave, or dark place mentally? Or both? We don't know. I don't know if I've clicked on all of these now. I'm just randomly clicking on the fucking cases. Looks like the one at the bottom is empty. So this one is empty. Right? Oh. What? I hope it's not going to replay the same fucking shit. I forget which ones I've clicked on and which I haven't. No.
How are you feeling today?
Tired. I want to sleep.
I'm sorry to hear that. How was your day?
It was fine, I guess. We played some games in the afternoon. They are always the same, but I still like them.
Okay. Oh, they've actually got numbers. Have they got numbers on them? I don't know if I clicked on this one. I think I'm just going to try this one just to make sure. And we can skip it. If you've watched it, it should not let you click on it again because it's just a little bit confusing. I'm struggling to keep track.
Bertrand, are you feeling all right? Talk to me.
It's new content.
Don't make me lose my patience. I don't have all day.
Leave me alone.
I understand you must feel angry, but we're doing this for your well-being.
You are lying. It hurts. I can't sleep. There are dark things in my dreams.
Just calm down. Take a deep breath and relax. We'll explain it to you, but you have to trust me.
I don't know. I am so tired. I can't think anymore.
What about your fear? Think about your last session. Do you remember now?
There's only darkness, and it moves there. It's been waiting, and now it knows we're here.
What? Okay, can we... Investigate about Bertrand. Okay. He seems to be a subject of interest, for sure. But there is... I think we've watched all of them. I don't think there is a reel that we need to find. Memories were trying to surface, but my mind insisted on blocking them. Key? A hint of faint moonlight dared find its way inside this abandoned room. Okay, I really don't want to miss anything in here. Oh, we have explored the therapy room. Job's a good one. We've done what we needed to do. Au revoir. Was it 3-2 to Liverpool on penalties, or... Was that it? The fence had come loose from the window, which I trusted would be fixed for the reopening. So what was this way on the... Oh, the map. Oh, for fuck's sake. Damn it. The game room and the library. How do we fuck that up? The game room used to burst with activity in its heyday. It was a fine accomplishment of the Institute that patients could coexist peacefully playing games together. But now the room was in shambles. Aha. A red crayon. It was in better shape than the others. I took it with me. Hi. Just an old toy. Okay, nice fixed job there. Fucking a nail as a... Okay. It was quite an inspired piece of art in my opinion. I don't ever recall hearing the alarm sound in the games room, which speaks volumes about the friendly and soothing nature of this place. It's a very nice pole. It's another very nice pole. The radio's batteries were dead. Too bad it didn't work. I could have used some music in this desolate room. Okay. Okay. I remember the warm glow of the sun coming through the window, a simple but invigorating trait of the game room which contributed to my healing. Now the window was covered in filthy rags. I believe this was the table patients chose for playing games when it was cold because of the privileged position near the fireplace. Yes, I remember there were fights among patients to get this table in the winter. Fun times. Oh, you remember that, do you? It's so dark in this corner. The fireplace was a nice way to get the room warm back then, but the staff needed to keep a close eye on the more unruly patients. At least 2 patients suffered burns during my stay because of this open fireplace. I forget the name, but there was one in the note in the therapy room, somebody receiving a burn. Yeah, interesting. Hodgson. Oh, the library. Okay. Well, I was so disorientated there for a second. That's where we came in. Window. Bookcase. Very nice. What? Can't click on anything. No. Okay. Oh! Ah, no. I thought I could pick it up. No. Pharmacology. Anything here that we need to interact with? Medical journal. Dr. E. Hawthorne. Some days ago, I casually read a newspaper article about Dr. Walter Hanwell, a general surgeon with extensive knowledge of mental illness who recently founded his own hospital for the insane. In his impassioned words, I could sense a sincere concern about the consequences of mind disorders. In that same article, Hanwell's notable technological advancements in his field, a discipline in which antiquated practices are often ingrained, elicited a feeling of excitement that I hadn't experienced in a long time. The fine trajectory of his kindred spirit compelled me to write him a letter, disenchanted as I was about ongoing problems in my local medical center, which I concluded was managed by close-minded individuals. Dr. Hanwell responded sooner than I expected. We exchanged various experiences from our respective fields of expertise in an engaging debate that I fondly remember as a deciding factor that would dictate the rest of my career. We agreed that increasing reports of developing mental abnormalities were a consequence of a degenerate society, that minds operating outside the boundaries of morality would inevitably deteriorate until no shade of humanity was left. BRB Dindins. Alright, you enjoy. There was a mutual agreement that the fabric of our culture, our breed, was eroding. As admired professionals, we have an obligation to guide our peers into the blistering light of cognizance. We see and perceive what others don't. Not taking action would be a shameful disgrace to our human condition. We continued talking about how mental hospital should be managed under the strictest of conditions, and how a symbol of solemn authority was of the utmost importance for ensuring smooth operations. Suffice it to say, I became enchanted with Walter Hanwell's grand vision, his endless quest to correct the course of society, beginning with those who had lost their way in the most profound and visceral sense to decay of their own minds. Why is that note on the bookshelf here? It sounds like this was a thing that was written well before this place was even a thing. But okay. More reading, huh? While my storied career as a general surgeon had centered my prestigious position in the field, a fact widely acknowledged by kindred professionals who have effusively praised my work, my true passion has always been the secrets of the mind. It was during the extirpation of a challenging meningioma, and that I first, the words that I've never seen before in my life, that I first confused this seal with the desire to specialize as a neurosurgeon. Yet it dawned on me that, quite to the contrary, I was growing tired of the physical aspects of the brain altogether. It was rather the nature of the inner workings that fascinated me. In time, a new path led me to research topics related to psychology and psychiatry, particularly the peculiar interplay between these two disciplines. Mental health disorders stood out as a prime subject of interest. Losing control of yourself is a terrible thing, perhaps the worst thing that can happen to a human being. The inability to discern what is real and what is not, the impossibility of determining what the incontrovertible truth is, because your senses are crippled, horrified me to no end. I made it my new purpose in life to delve deeper into this captivating yet disquieting discipline. I would make use of the plentiful wealth and resources I had amassed over the years to fulfill this developing personal ambition. I chose a convenient location to construct what I christened Hanwell Mental Institute as a testament to my life achievements. Enthralled by the elegant, pleasant, and even transcendent design invented by Thomas S. Kirkbride, I made sure the spot atop a peaceful cliff surrounded by distant mountains and the pristine allure of the ocean was suitable for the healing properties of his proposed plan. It was a strict requirement of my project that the proposed plot of land be untarnished by the presence of people. Only the elemental quality of the perpetual woods would complement such a majestic architecture. Thanks to the help of powerful contacts I gained through long-standing relationships with the finest professionals in the world of medicine, Hanwell Mental Institute soon became a beacon of inspiration and promise for the treatment of mental health problems. Its purpose is to house the largest number of patients in any building of its kind to date. Contrary to certain delineations made by Kirkbride, I hold that a thriving community is key for mentally ill people to succeed in the hopes of being reintegrated into society. This is my realm. Here we shall make an effort to eradicate the ailments of the human mind. Okay, so Hadwell seemed to have well-intended, good intentions, right? So what the fuck happened? Why did this place heroically fuck up? That's a lot of talking. Jesus fuck. Okay. Oh my god. There's more. A little note is fine. Castle of the Forest, it looked like some fairy tale. Okay. I'm rapidly approaching the limit of words I can speak in a day without being fatigued. So I don't want to have to read much more. Oh look! 3 Just another random collection of books. Is it though? Is it? So you say. Nothing to interact with here. Books. An old unpublished manual about... It's a lot of reading. Stereotactic transorbital brain biopsy equipment. Draft of instructions. Warning! This equipment is still undergoing extensive tests. Any use of this machine on a living person must be supervised by a qualified professional. The Straba, that's how you pronounce it, is a novel device capable of extracting a brain tissue sample without performing a craniotomy. I don't know how to pronounce that word. It makes use of the empty space around the patient's orbital to reach areas of the brain without damaging the eye or causing long-term facial paralysis. Depending on the cranial structure of the patient, the coordinates of the transorbital device may need to be reconfigured in order to determine the correct angle for the procedure. The subject's height is not factored into coordinates calculations, since the head should always be fixed in the proper position. Ensure the subject's body lies comfortably on the bed, blah 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 blah. Coordinates are calculated according to body mass, gender and age. Yeah. The device always aims for the left orbital by default, while recalibrating for the right orbital is possible. It makes no practical difference. Before starting the procedure, be sure there is a professional validating the data provided by the control panel and an assistant positioned close to the patient in case of reflex action during the procedure that could lead to irreversible damage to the patient's eye. For a successful procedure, follow the below steps. Turn on the equipment. Rotate the principal knob to the appropriate unit that corresponds to the patient's cranial dimensions. The person assisting the professional should evaluate whether everything is in the correct position. The supervising professional at the control panel may pick up the wired activator and press the button. Wait until the extractor needle finalizes the procedure and is fully removed from the patient's orbital. If blood leaks through, wipe it with a disinfected towel. Once the machine completes the procedure, the fluid containing the sample will be located in a sterilized receptacle behind the extractor component. Can it be taken with a syringe? Inspect the patient's orbital for any unexpected damage, then have the patient remain seated on the bed to recover. The brain sample is ready to be examined under a microscope. This procedure is expected to last 5 to 10 seconds, depending on the lobe from which the sample will be extracted. The fuck? Oh my god. Oh. Those books didn't seem like they belonged in this section. Barker, Ligotti, Lovecraft. It didn't seem like an appropriate literature for mental patients. Okay. We got a crayon. A little red crayon. My journal got updated? 8 p.m, 9 p.m, 10 p.m, 10 p.m. I've missed some shit by the looks of it. Well. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I didn't realize we could turn the pages there. We still need to check out here. There's so much reading, my throat is beginning to ache and I'm hitting my limit of words. A random collection of books, nothing that seemed important in my research. These seem like the oldest books from the library. They smelled like papyrus. Just yellowed old pages. I couldn't say if there was anything of importance written, as they were utterly unreadable. Okay. That's all blocked off, thank fuck. Nursing. Okay, I think we have exhausted the library. Despite the darkness, I could see a stack of books neatly arranged on the bookshelf. I was not interested in going there. Good. A quaint reading table. I remember patients spending some valuable time here. The Institute encouraged reading. Oh look! A shortcut is now opened. Fuck. Okay, we need to speak to Lenny, but I don't know where he is. Oh yeah, we got the keys. Oh yeah, I forgot about the keys. Yes. We'll try this anyway. I don't think it's going to work because I think the key was missing. I couldn't use any key there. Yeah. As I suspected. But we can go upstairs. Oh no. She's back. There was no point in rummaging through the trash cans. Okay, well we can ask her about a few things. Where the fuck is Lenny?
Julia, I forgot to ask you something. I need to speak with Lenny.
You mean the patient?
Yes.
Of course, yes, Leonard.
Is he a patient of yours?
Well...
In any case, I don't know his whereabouts. Sorry. Leonard can be somewhat unpredictable. Just go look around.
Okay.
I would like to look into the history of a patient called Bertrand.
Bertrand. That does ring a bell. Sorry, I'm not really sure about other patients at the Institute. I know there's a few, namely Leonard, but perhaps Dr. Miller knows more.
Do you know why the Institute was shut down in the first place?
No, not really. I remember reading that it was quite sudden. It was all over the news back then, but the controversy died down quickly. Were you here when that happened?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. Seems like it was a grave matter. I'd have remembered about that.
Would
Anyway,
you?
It's old history now.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, you're really not useful, are you? We're gonna...
I'm done for now.
Bye-bye, Julia. Until next time. We're gonna go where you say is forbidden. Right under your nose, because you don't care. Lol. Latch from the other side, alright. Fuck. Okay. We go back down in the basement then. There's some of these keys for the basement doors that we couldn't get. Because we went down a level, and then there was a door, like a gate, that had a set of stairs going further down. We yet don't seem to have a tool for smashing through that wood barrier, or even pushing the cart that has a wheel trouble. So I say... Hang on. We haven't been in the kitchen, have we? I want to have a look in the kitchen. Okay, let's... The laundry room. Yeah, we need to look in there as well. We skipped it earlier, but there might be something of use. Maybe Lenny shit his pants and he's doing some laundry. There is a map there, lol, it's on the floor. Where's the kitchen? Yes. Well, fuck. The size of the institute demanded large and industrial washing machines to keep up with the demand. Okay. The stench of these clothes was quite unbearable, and I didn't think even a good wash would fix that. Okay. The fuck is this growing on the wall? Oh. It was somewhat sad to see all those dirty clothes hanging and forgotten. Back in the heyday of the Institute, the laundry was bursting with activity like a beehive. Okay. Unsettling rumours. In later years, dissatisfied employees at Hanwell Mental Institute began to circulate wild stories about mistreatment on part of the executive staff. At the time, was it unsettling rumours or was it the actual fact? At the time, authorities ascribed the rumours to the general atmosphere of discontent at the institute, as it was a matter of public knowledge by then that the erstwhile international prestige of the establishment had faded. Its glory days long gone. The building was in an appalling state of disarray, displaying an evident lack of direction and maintenance. Hone your reading skills, yeah, it's just a bit much. The situation became more serious when family members of patients began reporting an alarming number of injuries to the bodies of their loved ones. These ranged from severe bruises to burn marks, and in more extreme cases, fractures. Initially, the injuries were thought to result from unfortunate accidents related to the known issues besetting the mental hospital, including underfunding, understaffing, and growing workplace animosity. Eventually, however, growing pressure from the public eye and human rights organizations prompted authorities to initiate a series of investigations to the establishment for the insane. Interviews with institute staff ensued. Testimonies from low-ranking workers and nurses included descriptions of anguished shrieks echoing through the hallways, Their precise source is difficult to locate. In one of the most sinister accounts, an anonymous report suggested the screaming was coming from underground. Other stories mention disappearance of a certain number of patients, a phenomenon that often happened during the night, but the most chilling rumour of all of them was that the patients were being deliberately subject to various forms of torture. Patients disappearing? When questioned about these scandalous allegations, Dr. Ellis Hawthorne, whose office we can't get into, dismissed them as the gossip of employees not fit for their jobs. He argued on record that the distressing screams originated from the high-risk section, in which dangerous patients with a history of violence would regularly experience psychotic fits. As for patients disappearing from their cells, he stated it was common for them to get lost in the monumental building, with hours sometimes passing before they were found. Yet another reason why the upgrade to the unit system layout was a top priority of the administration, Hawthorne added. During this period of upheaval, Dr. Hanwell himself opted for a perplexing silence, never publicly commenting on the situation. With circumstances spiraling out of control, authorities continue to closely follow the events transpiring at Hanwell Mental Institute. Hey. My jaw is aching. The courtyard. The majestic yard in which so many patients communed and healed together was now a sorry state, barely serving as a mere shortcut across the building. We got ourselves a shortcut, but we need to unlock that door. The shed, which probably has some useful tools inside, appears to be locked. Don't want to try the key that we've got? No? Fuck. Huh. I could almost hear the sounds of the birds fluttering in the early morning. I remember spending some time sitting here. It was a nice spot. A once beautiful feature of the yard, the fountain was now a filthy shambles. Shed. Oh look, an upturned wheelchair. There used to be such a pleasant smell in the yard. The bush looked like everything else in the vicinity, dead and rotten. Okay. We can unlock here, right? Oh, there's a... okay. Need to use the wire cutters. Lol. The worn out tool fell apart when I used it for the second time. Well, shit the bed. Okay, well we can cut through there now. Where... Alright, let's have a look at the map. Oh, the basement. Yeah, we've got the key ring. There were locked doors in the basement that we need to check out. Getting a little bit hungry. Have I got a cookie that I can... I'm going to munch on that for a minute and then we proceed. We need to... I'm gonna check if the key unlocks the gate that goes upstairs, that's like through here in the corridor. Oh. I don't want to go past his office in case Bruno is in there and he sees us with the keys. So we're going to go back. We'll go back through the cafeteria and down that way. We can go upstairs. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. The fuck, man? We can go double upstairs. What do you think we do? Do you think we investigate up here? No, I'm not even gonna ask. We're gonna go back down. I want to check the keyring whilst we have it. If it opens any of the locked doors that we had down here. Then we go up. Because if we bump into Bruno, it's game over, man, and we will never know. Yeah, look here. Alright, yeah, before we go down there, though, let's check the other doors. Yeah, nice. Okay, that. I fucking hate how there's a pickaxe there, but we can't interact with it. Okay, yeah, no, we don't want to go back that way. I'm so... Whoa, what did I just do? What? What? No, I need to go back that way. Okay. Right. I've got the disoriented set when I turned around. Let's go down. Yeah. This tunnel, the stairs in the tunnel down there reminds me of like the Outlast basement. Okay. The chains prevented me from going that room. There's a padlock, but it's not letting us use the key. Alright. Visit the upper floors. Yeah. What's going on here? I assumed that I could use a valve to turn this spigot. What the fuck is that? I've never seen that word in my life. Why am I seeing words in this game that I have never seen before? Am I a dumbass? Maybe. What? Yeah, but what is this for, though? This tube seemed to indicate the water level left in what I assume was a septic tank. Ew. The gate at the end of the sewer seemed to open only under certain conditions. Possibly related to pressure. Drain the septic tank. Okay. Was that it? Am I done here? Am I now a septic tank engineer? This tube seemed to indicate the water level. Yeah, we know. Okay, so do we need to follow the pipes and then drain another part? I don't know. Okay. So there must be another one of these somewhere else. Would it be on... It wouldn't be on the upper floor, no? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I haven't missed anything in here, have I? A disgusting carcass of a dead cat was a perfect fit for the gloomy ambience of the basement. Some stacked boxes and uninteresting. Okay, well, I did miss something, but... Gross. Okay. Well, fuck it, we go upstairs. Let's go to the very end of the corridor and we work our way from here. In a methodical manner. Dr. Hanwell? But we don't have the key. It was Hawthorne and Hanwell. Their keys were missing. The keyring wouldn't unlock this door. I guess Bruno didn't have clearance to get everywhere. But we know this. Museum. Don't mind if I do. Patients were allowed to pay short visits to the blah 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 blah. Sanctuary of Science and... Oh, I missed it. I missed it. Well. Several skulls were arranged on the shelf. Many of them appeared to have been drilled into. Some instruments for unknown purposes, which I don't want to discover. Well, we know what it was for. Brain examinations. Extracting brain samples that we read about earlier. Is what I assume. Huh. Rebecca, she was the one who was pregnant when she came in because she was unfortunately... Well... Profile. Rebecca Bierce, if that's how you pronounce it, did not suffer any specific ailments early in life, but fell victim to a violent sexual assault as an adult. She was found in a state of shock by the authorities who rescued her, and after medical examination, Rebecca was found to be pregnant. The perpetrator was never apprehended. During the period following the assault, BS exhibited delusional behaviors and panicked whenever men were in the same room as her. Thereafter, following strict attention and care, she gradually began to recover and return to her senses while coming to terms with her new condition, with pregnancy. BS eventually managed to begin socializing with her peers and feel more comfortable in the presence of men. Regrettably, she has recently suffered an inexplicable breakdown and is experiencing frequent neurotic fits. She mistreats both her peers and the nursing team using foul, highly offensive language while screaming and kicking. In 2 incidents, she was found repeatedly hitting her stomach and insisting that her unborn child was spawn from hell. Well, yeah, rough. Why were there so many skulls in this museum? It's a good fucking question. A display with many skulls and what? Various instruments. They look like Siamese twin babies. True story. Why are they in a jar in here? An abomination of nature, a baby with a gut-wrenching birth defect. It was a jar with something odd inside, an organ shaped like a pastry. It looked like some kind of animal, another twisted feature of this gloomy museum. The fuck is this over here? Oh, I thought it was like coming from behind the curtain over there. Oh shit. What was the point in displaying severed hands? That's a good question. Patient undergoing some painful treatment. Series of radiographs showed various areas of the human body, human brains, charming. A typical glass slide for putting tissue samples on it. This could come in handy later. Oh, really? Oh, look. The tweezers. What can we use tweezers for? Lockpicking? It seemed like a convenient spot for placing a glass slide to pick up samples. Well, let's just see what it does. Okay. Journal updated. Okay. Were those years? This exhibit displayed hands of various shapes submerged in some kind of liquid. Okay. Alright, I think we're done with the museum. So what else have we got? Morgue and the laboratory. Yeah. Okay. Morgue, laboratory, operating rooms, office, and then the female hospital. Level 2. We can't get onto level 1. Hey, whoa. What's this? Bath. Solarium. Okay, alright. Cleaning rounds. It tells us where Lenny is going to be. How do we know what time it is though? I guess it's 12, right? Or is it 11? Floor 2 corridors, so he should be up here. Hang on, are we on floor 2 or on floor 1? I'm so confused now. Ground floor, 1, 2, or no ground floor, just 1, 2? Hang on. We're on floor 2. Yeah, this is what fucking confuses me with Germany. Floor 1 is the bottom. We're on floor 2 and there's a third. Okay. So he should be around here somewhere. We need to speak with him. The solarium used to be a clean and peaceful spot to relax in amid the sunbeams, quite the opposite of its present and sorry condition. The solarium was in shambles with debris, assorted garbage scattered all around. Okay. Insect repellent. Okay. It's there, we can pick it up, but we can't take it with us. Why? I don't know. A large hole in the roof didn't precisely convey the sense of security. Record of patients housed in local hospital. The renowned surgeon who keeps receiving encomiums from... Well, I've never seen this word in my life either. I feel like such an idiot. Encomiums from his peers, Dr. Walter Hanwell, director and founder of the mental hospital named after him, has made public the number of patients hosted by his institute. At 272 patients and 54 staff members, the establishment has positioned itself as one of the most highly populated mental institutions in the world. It has become the pride of our region. Dr. Hanwell recognized the importance of the Kirkbride design and architecture system in serving to house large numbers of patients in a healthy and comfortable environment. However, reputable psychiatrists disagree on this and warn about the dangers of an overcrowded building, including managerial problems and ethical dilemmas. According to the Kirkbride plan, a hospital for the insane should not exceed a maximum of 250 patients, contrary to Dr. Hanwell's claims. And I quote, "We acknowledge the mandate of the Kirkbride plan, and my talented staff is keeping our patients under tight control." End quote, said Dr. Hanwell. Quote, "Our methods are efficient, and my experience in the field has allowed us to improve upon Kirkbride's August design." The window was shattered. Another dirty broken window. Oh look, a radiator. A stove? The fuck? Okay. What was this? Oh, the morgue. Yes, the morgue. The jar contained a repulsive liquid. What else have we got here? I had no idea what these papers could mean. Fantastic. No power. Shards of broken glass protruded from a broken cabinet, suggesting it was best to steer clear. The handle wouldn't turn. Some organ, bizarrely still fresh, was in the tray. How could it be still fresh? What the fuck? Just a regular dirty rag with some bloodstains. Ugh. Yeah, alright. Some boxes and hammers. I shivered in disgust while pondering what they may have been used for. Okay. Can't take any of them though. The faucets didn't work here, rendering the morgue unusable. Well, there's still some use going on. No power. No water. Oh look, a book. Fuck. Okay. The book provided some details about the bodies in the morgue, names, tags, and notes. I'm glad we don't have to read all of that. Handle wouldn't turn. Try as I might, the cabinet would not open. I could make out some organic material submerged in a transparent liquid. Formaldehyde, perhaps? Microscope. Glass flasks. A bunch of boxes stacked. What a waste of space. Nothing interesting in here. Some kind of box with dividers for cards. Okay. Oh. Some neatly aligned flasks and more rather disorganized items here. Okay. But nothing that we can take. A small moving table, likely used to transport instruments during autopsies. It had nothing on it. Oh, hang on, yeah, I forgot to look at the... It was difficult to discern what was on the scale. A brain? Why would anybody leave this here? What? Okay. Okay. All right. Well. Fuck. What? The hook behind me seemed to move a bit. It was evidently part of this mechanism. The hook. Okay. There was no way to open this. The handle of this compartment was stuck. Wouldn't open. Nearly worn out. It was empty. Okay. A258. There was nothing these numbers meant to me at present. Yeah. Was it this one? Yeah, it was this one. Shit. No way to open that. Not opening. Oh, hello. Empty. CO80. Alright. Empty. Brain. So we need to find... There was an office on this upper level. Maybe we'll find something in there, but... We're group... Is this all group E? Like, did the group E peeps just get fucking murdered and researched on? Chopped up? Oh, bread and wine, lovely. Oh, not wine. Lol. Someone keeping their lunch in there. Flasks. So there's 3 different bodies. Okay. Alright, 3 different bodies, and we've got this hook mechanism that is powered. Can we interact with that? What was this? Is this what it was talking about? Okay, I think we're done in here for now. What is this? A regular hospital stretcher ready for the next patient. Bog. The foul smell from the broken urinals permeated the whole room. Lovely. Why would it... Okay, I can't interact here. Interesting. Alright, this one... no water. This one has... Okay, no, wait. Dude. At some point, we're gonna need water. And we're gonna have a container for it. But we don't have it right now. And there was none of the flasks in the morgue that we could interact with to pick up. So maybe we find something along the way. The laboratory. Flask Central, no? The laboratory greeted me with a hint of sinister ambience. The greenish lighting and fetid smell only contributed to convey an eerie sense of the organic. Also, who... No! Oh, fuck me. I couldn't read it. Son of a bitch, man. Oof. Oh, there's the man in the corner. Hang on. Could this be Mr. Hawthorne? Oh, no, Dr. Miller. Was it Dr. Miller who was here? Oh, that's what it read. Okay, thanks. Ooh. Chemical substance. He won't mind if I'm lurking around. He doesn't know who I am. Ooh. Some spare empty flasks. It was surprisingly hadn't broken yet, considering how they were stored. Do you want to pick one up, dude? Don't want to pick one up a little bit, no? Fuck. Okay. Several empty test tubes as well. Can we just don't pick him up? The tools sent a slight shiver down my spine. They looked like something out of a horror movie. Or horror game. Did we check all these? Yeah, we did. Yeah. Let's go and present ourselves, shall we? It's got to be Miller.
Hello? Am I interrupting something?
Who are you?
I'm a former member of the Institute. I came here tonight to look into some docu.
Well, this is highly irregular. Did Julia let you in? I'll need to have a word with her. As you can see, the building is not in a condition for you to go anywhere you please.
Oh, but I'm only going to the allowed areas.
This area is not allowed.
Sorry, my mistake. But would you mind if I asked you some questions?
I was in the middle of something important, but go ahead.
I assume you are...
I'm the new director of the Institute, Dr. Ambrose Miller. My purpose here is to honor the vision of my former colleague, Dr. Walter Hanwell.
Pleased to meet you. Why did Hanwell shut down all of a sudden?
That's not a topic we are discussing here, as you can imagine.
I'm interested in learning the truth.
Truth these days is a social construct.
No.
Oh, come on. A fact is still a fact, and there must be a reason why this place closed doors.
Mismanagement. Hanwell got too careless. He trusted the wrong people.
But...
That is all I'm saying on this topic.
All right, Dr. Miller.
Don't you think it's a bit rash to bring in patients under such deplorable conditions?
I don't like your accusing tone. There's an ongoing housing crisis for mental patients. Would you rather have them tossed into the streets?
That's not what I meant.
Be that as it may. I'm not proud of the circumstances surrounding this reopening, but we have an obligation to provide shelter for these patients. It's a temporary measure.
A temporary measure. All right.
Are you familiar with the term Group E?
Yes, that's a therapy thing. Patients were organized into small groups and encouraged to discuss their fears and problems in confidence. In a more controlled environment, they were treated by, what was her name?
Ebersbaker.
Dr. Ebersbaker.
Okay. I don't really think...
So, I assume you were acquainted with Walter Hanwell.
Quite so. Walter was a friend.
Quite so.
Maintained ample correspondence over the years. Many subjects, both from the field of medicine and life itself, were our common interest. Many times I toyed with the idea of coming here to work with him. Alas, fate had a different plan for us.
What do you mean?
Well, the circumstances you're obviously familiar with.
No, we're not. We asked you.
I was finally prepping myself for a greatly belated visit when all of a sudden the institute shut down. Walter had been a friend in writing for many years, yet regrettably I never got to know him in person.
About Dr. Ebersbaker.
The therapist?
Yes. I'm curious about her role at the Institute.
She was well positioned in the ranks at Hanwell, respected career and all. But if you ask me, she was a failure.
So, you're the famous Dr. Miller.
Famous? Not quite. At least not around these parts. I'm just a humble servant who wishes to continue with Walter's grandiose dreams.
How so?
As soon as I heard this establishment was ceasing operations, I made arrangements to be transferred here, hopefully continue Walter's work. My connection in the field of medicine across the years proved valuable, as here I find myself as the new director in charge of this reopening.
I'll be on my way.
Can I have a glass, a beaker of some sort to contain my water that I want to acquire? There's gotta be something in here, come on. Excuse me. These cages reminded me of my own condition, confined and searching for meaning. Ew. Nothing of note, but I can interact.
Stop that, or I'll have to call security.
We can't meddle in here while Dr. Miller is present, or he's going to call security, he says as he opens the drawer. Alright. Well, saying that, we were lurking in drawers before. Did we check these? No, we didn't. Return to sender. Can't read that. My dear Walter, grateful as I am for your kind invitation, I still have certain matters to attend to in my homeland which prevent me from engaging in such a long trip. At least for the time being. However, rest assured that finally meeting in person soon is a priority for me. I think of you as a close friend, there for me when everybody else abandoned me. Oh, Walter, the things I have to tell you which, for our sakes, can't be disclosed in written words. Our mutual area of interest is on the verge of yielding benefits beyond our dreams. There is another tome that came to my attention, apparently terrible and dangerous, which may hold the final key to the puzzle. Mortis Cave. My studies revealed only one account of its existence, and if the primeval orbs aid me, it might find a way into my prized collection. In any case, I wish you a favourable kismet in your research. Your friend A.M. Whatever his first name is, Miller. P.S. News on the deplorable situation in which your institute finds itself reached me. To state the obvious, I support your work without reservation. I trust that all individuals spreading malicious lies will be brought to justice. Our ways may be disapproved of... Hang on, let's start again. Our ways may be disapproved of by the blinkered peers of our era, but we are making strides towards a new age of science. In due time, our undertakings will be celebrated, and historians will acknowledge our achievements. Okay, what is he scheming? What is going on? What do we need to uncover about you, Mr. whatever your name is, Miller? We need Lenny. Ask and ye shall receive. Alright, mate. You did a piss poor job downstairs, by the way.
I've been in the basement. You were right.
Really?
Yes, I was there before. And you too. I had this memory. We were working together in some kind of construction project. What were we doing down there?
I don't recall. Everything is so fuzzy.
Lenny, you have to make an effort. This is important for our sakes.
I don't want to, please. I don't want to remember. It hurts.
Okay, don't worry, Lenny. Let's try something else.
Yeah, let's try something else. How about if you don't fucking tell me, it's gonna be more painful than if you do?
Did you ever meet the former director of the Institute, Walter Hanwell?
I'm not sure. I saw many people walking around in the Institute in the past, but no one ever told me who Hanwell was.
I see. Thank you.
Good job. Ah!
Do you remember anything about the sewers down in the basement?
Me? No, I've never been there. And I don't want to.
I believe there's something important down there. Is there anything you can tell me about the sewage system in the building? There is a sort of septic chamber or tank that can't be opened.
It's complicated. I remember seeing spots where you can put some kind of tool and turn it. Sometimes I can hear a hissing sound near those spots.
Pressure, maybe.
Clue. Keep your ear out for the hissing. Can you tell us where those...
Lenny, about those spots. Do you remember where they can be found?
Yes.
I remember seeing one on a balcony, I think. Then one in a room with bath tubes, and maybe I saw another one on the top floor.
That's actually very helpful, Lenny.
That is actually very helpful. balcony. A room with bath tubes. And on the upper floor. Can we remember that?
Nothing else comes to mind?
No?
I don't want to think about that anymore.
Okay, yeah, good job, dude, good job.
What can you tell me about Bertrand?
Bertrand. That name sounds familiar.
Mm-hmm.
He was a friend.
Yes, Lenny, I think he was too. Do you know where I can find him? Think hard, please.
I'm not sure, but I remember him. We sat together many times.
Group E.
Nothing else, Lenny?
I'm so sorry, but no.
Alright, well... What?
Did you hear anything else
No.
about... Nice talking to you, Lenny.
Yeah, good chat. That was actually a good chat. Thank you. We can't bypass you because it's your shift to clean up here. Okay. Bath tubes. On a balcony. Okay. I mean, do we check in here again? I didn't see anything. There's no there's no fucking bathtub in here, you twat. Was there an area downstairs? Alright, well we can go up. Oh, no, we have to wait until he's finished his shift. How does he take this upstairs, huh? I have yet to see an elevator. Okay, we go... Oh, I'm so disorientated right now, hang on. We need... The fuck, this is new? We have not been in here. Do we think this is Eber's baker? Yes, she looks German. Chilling. This has got to be Hanwell, right? Or Hawthorne. I don't recall if patients were allowed inside the gallery, but with these sorts of paintings, I hope not. What is going on here? Hawthorne, Eber's baker. A sad and naked plant which might have been generous and colourful once decorated the centre of the gallery. Perfect metaphor for Hanwell Mental Institute. Didn't recall where this door led, but it was jammed beyond hope. Hi. Okay. Well, we put a face, or we put two faces to two names. Fair enough. What's this? What? The sink had long since outlived its usefulness. Is that it? That is all this room has to offer. What? Why can't I interact with this? You can look at it. Yeah, there's no hissing sound. There's a bath tube. Did some people call it that, or was that just like a fucking... Did we just find out that Lenny was voiced by AI and they're fucked up? Oh, what happened there? Okay, yeah, we don't need to come in here again. Don't mock him. The food cart must have made long trips. What? Okay, whatever. We need to find... bathroom. No, whoa. What is this? Is this a bathroom? Bath 1A. Near the foyer. Shed. We haven't been able to get access to the shed. Oh, the showers. You remember the showers in the corridor with all the banging? There were showers. There weren't bath tubes. So we can check here and we can check the showers anyway. Were there any other locked doors that we couldn't access that we may be able to access with the keys? Yeah, library. Yeah, okay, it's just the other side. Okay. We're doing alright. Let's go and check out the bog near the foyer. It's like through here, right? On the other side? I haven't missed anything in it. Oh yeah, okay, we saw that. That was a memory. Glasses. Yeah, we're good. No bath tubes in here. Fuck. Maybe we ask... What's her name? Julie? Does she know where the septic bullshit thing is? Julia, sorry.
This topic is giving me a headache.
Yeah, me too.
This topic is giving me a headache.
Yeah, me too.
Is there anything you can tell me about Dr. Hanwell?
Well, he was an authority in the field of mental health. He basically built this whole place from the ground up.
What a remarkable accomplishment.
But there's little information about Dr. Hanwell himself. He wasn't keen on giving interviews or showing himself in public. Only those who are closely acquainted or have been treated by Dr. Hanwell can claim to know him personally.
A notable celebrity indeed.
Alright, good chat.
That's all for now. I'll be back.
We need to go and check the showers then. One on the upper floor. We can't get to the upper floor yet because you're blocking us, Lenny. Twat. But the one in... I'm assuming it's got to be this one, right? It's the only place that we know of that we can access that has bath tubes. Well, it doesn't even have that, does it? No, it doesn't. Fuck. I'm assuming that there's not any down in the basement, right? I don't want to risk coming down here and losing my keys. But I assume that if we get caught with the keys, they're going to come back down here at some point, like we saw them. So, is he in here? No, lol. One on a balcony. I didn't see any access to a balcony on the second floor of the section that we could view because we didn't get to see all of it. Because, you know, blocked. So I'm assuming the balcony is on the upper floor. We just need to find the bathroom. Yeah. No. Very much no. Have we been down here? Hang on, what? What the fuck just happened? Hang on. Okay, I was like, what? I'm disorientated! Okay. I need a map. Game room, library, yeah. Let's go. I mean, maybe we just don't have to do it yet. Maybe there's something else that we need to do, but I'm not sure what. We're gonna go back up. Have another check of the map. I just don't know. Yeah. So we have, yeah, the bathroom bog is nothing there. Handmail's office, museum, morgue, lab. This is where we're blocked. And here, Rehabilitation, psychiatry, hydrotherapy. Could have bath tubes. The female wing, hallway, bath here, bathroom here. I don't quite know what to do. We seem to be a little bit stuck. Did we ask Miller about the septic bullshit? No. Wrong room. Wrong room! Dr. Miller, I have a question.
Dr. Miller?
What is it this time?
Just one moment of your time, please. I forgot to ask something else.
I'm sorry, but I really need to concentrate.
I forgot to ask something else.
I'm sorry, but I really need to concentrate.
The reason I'm here is to research the older history of the Institute, from its heyday until the strange circumstances of its collapse.
As you can imagine, that's not a topic we like to discuss here. We prefer to look forward, not back in the past.
Well, as the new director, aren't you interested in what happened?
That remark seemed slightly insulting.
I didn't mean to.
Yeah, I did.
Look, it was all a sorry episode that none of us are proud of. And those responsible have long since been apprehended. And that's the end of it.
Apprehended? So it was serious and the authorities were involved and people were apprehended. What happened? Fuck. I'm stuck. I mean... yeah, the fuck happened? I don't know.
I appreciate the conversation. Goodbye.
Any tips on what I need to do now? Because I'm a little bit stuck. Hang on. Oh, I missed this. The influence of Ambrose Miller. Another notable chapter in the Chronicle of Hanwell Mental Institute involves the cordial relationship that developed between Walter Hanwell and Dr. Ambrose Miller, a renowned chemist researching experimental drugs. Dr. Miller first achieved widespread fame overseas due to his involvement in the standardization of clinical drug trials, including the use of placebo-controlled and double-blind tests. So what is he... The prior note that we read in here, Miller's love letter to Hanwell, they seem to be colluding on something. Maybe it's drugs. And money. Regrettably, Dr. Miller's accolades came to an abrupt halt after the devastating thalidomide tragedy, in which thousands of babies were born with malformed limbs and as the result of their mothers making indiscriminate and unsupervised use of the drug to treat nausea during their pregnancies. That was a famous thing. That actually happened, right? It had been said that Dr. Miller's insistence on demonstrating drug efficiency with no regard for safety played a significant role in this dark chapter of modern medicine, since his insistence that patients adopt the use of thalidomide had been recorded in multiple testimonies. Following this shameful debacle, Dr. Miller shied away from the public eye and became a recluse, maintaining communication with only a handful of select colleagues. It was during this quieter phase in his career that he began to exchange a feverish stream of missives with Dr. Hanwell. Love letters. No one knows the exact nature of their ardent debates. It was established by acquainted sources that Dr. Miller was fascinated by the ambitious goals of his colleague, as well as the luxuriously equipped laboratory in the institute. Looks like a fucking shithole, but you do you, mate. But it was also rumoured that the professionals shared a passion for the non-secular side of medicine. More recently, Dr. Miller emerged from his seclusion and, during an interview, expressed interest in becoming a staff member at Hanwell Institute. Okay. At some point in the past, the laboratory may have been suitably equipped, but at present it was a complete mess. Maybe not the construction work. He seems busy though, you know?
Dr. Miller?
What is it this time?
Just one moment of your time, please.
Twat.
Do you know anything about the construction below?
I'm aware of renovation plans that didn't come to fruition. The structure of the building was typical Kirkbride, since its inception, a style which became dated over time. Mind you, this was true of all mental hospitals of this area. All Kirkbride establishments were forced to change, or perish.
Why this whole fascination with the Kirkbride architecture?
You could say that Walter was a romantic, too attached to the old ways. He erected this building quite late in his lifetime, when the Kirkbride design was already beginning to exhibit its flaws, and he paid a price for it.
What I don't understand is the purpose of digging in the basement.
It makes perfect sense. That's typically how the migration of the so-called unit system worked. Underground tunnels.
Thank you.
I'm wondering how a network of underground tunnels is so attached to the concept of a unit system.
To begin with, the unit system is a term that didn't catch on. It was meant to convey the notion of units of buildings, concerned with a single aspect for the everyday operation of a mental institute. One building for administrative offices, another for surgical interventions, then male and female infirmaries separated, and so on. The hospital border in Buenos Aires is a good example of such a system of buildings.
Any more?
I forgot to ask something else.
I'm sorry, but I really need to concentrate.
Bertrand. Yeah, we asked about Bertrand, right?
I'm looking for information on a patient called Bertrand.
Bertrand?
No, it was
He's one
Lenny.
from the old group, right?
I believe so. I've seen footage of him in the therapy room.
Footage? Intriguing. I'll have to take a look at that. But yes, of course he sounds familiar. He's here tonight.
What do you mean, here? Physically?
Physically? What are you, a ghost hunter? Of course, in flesh and blood. He's one of the patients being relocated.
This is an incredible development. Where can I see him?
I don't have such details. All I know is that he's in the same cell where he used to be.
He's in the same cell where he used to be. Okay. Well, yeah, we
You
know
mentioned that Bertrand is back in the Institute?
Yes, the same cell as before.
I'll be on my way.
And I will be on my way to the pissoir. I need to pee, so I'll be back in 2 minutes. Grab yourself a drink, do whatever. Yeah, go and have a pee too. See you shortly. Alright. Oh. Cable out. Why is there no sound? Because I fucking pulled it out. Okay. Bertrand's cell. What we said, Alpha? If you found Bertrand's file in the therapy room, it is now in your journal. The therapy room downstairs. Yeah, I remember seeing that list. I don't really recall seeing that name specifically or a cell number, but we go have a look. Maybe our dear friend Lenny.
Hi again, Lenny.
Has some info.
Hi.
Alright, mate. How's it going?
It's incredible, but Bertrand, another patient from that time, like you and me, is here too. Don't you feel like this is all a strange coincidence?
I couldn't say. We all belong here. It's not a surprise to me.
It's not a coinky dink, huh? Oh, well.
See you around, Lenny.
That's a bit of a bug there. Like the journal thing disappeared from my hand, but it was still equipped.
Hi again.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you can tell me about this?
No.
No,
Nice talking to you, Lenny.
We'll be seeing you, Lenny. Don't you go too far. Alright, therapy room. I think we'll go for another half an hour-ish, and then I want to get some food because I'm hungry. Look at my diary. Let me look at my diary. Oh, you mean logs? No. Collections. No. 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 I'm not seeing it. Fuck! Wrong room. Where was the therapy room again? Oh, we just went past it. Great. Lol. Fuck. No. It must... Whatever we've picked up must be in here, though. It's not the visions. Beginning? No. Ambrisma. Near the projector. Oh. Cell 102A. Yes! Fucking genius. Thank you. No! No, no, no! I didn't mean to click that. No. No. Okay, you just put that away. Hold on. The fuck is going on? No, dude, abort. Escape. Abort. The fuck? 102A, 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 102A. Is it this one? This one is 101A, and that's a blur. Okay. Off we pop. Yeah, I'm going as quick as I can click. Run, motherfucker! If I hold shift, can I click quicker? No. Hi. In a state of catatonia or trance, I wondered if he'd be of any help. Stab him? No. Oh, Cleon? Ah. Ooh. What are you going to draw for us, bud? Oh. So he took the crayon. Does he need a piece of paper then? There were a few clothes piled up on the shelf, and they all looked equally drab. Okay. It was an old empty stand, sad like the rest of the furniture. Yeah, okay. That's the Prego girl. Who's that? Bertrand and Rebecca. Yeah, I don't know who the huge guy is. Is that us? Are we the huge guy? So he was drawing on the... He was drawing on the floor with a crayon. Well, he's got the crayon. In the vision, a nurse had played a music box, which prompted Bertrand to draw something on the floor. I thought it was the pregnant inmate. In the vision, a nurse had played a music box, which prompted Bertrand to draw something on the floor. We need a music box. Or put a record on? Hang on. Can we play that again? It's like a children's lullaby thing. Okay. So either we find a music box or we find a record that we can play on in the other room that's got children's lullaby. The mattress had a putrid stench to it. Okay. Alright, back up we go. Lenny would have fucked off by now. Yes. It's all coming to place. Run! Come on. Yes. The bath tubes should be accessible on that side, if there are any. And the third floor should be accessible now. Again, I thought... I mean, I can't... What a shit worker. Right, hang on, where are we? Hydrotherapy. Hydrotherapy might have a bath. We can probably access the balcony above the foyer again. Maybe we can access the female bathroom. Okay. But I don't know what Lenny would be doing in the female bogs. Okay, wait. Come on. I'm going directly to... Yes. A spigot. So there's one more. Is it just one more that's on a balcony, he said? Yes. Right, what do I do now? I don't want to get sidetracked by other shit. What did he say? He said... one on a balcony, one in a room with bathtubs. So there's still another two. One on a balcony and another on the top floor. Balcony and top floor. I'm gonna... Yeah. We're gonna go up. We're making progress. Hang on, a balcony. If he says there's one on a balcony and one on the top floor, maybe there won't be two on this upper level. Oh, you son of a bitch. Where are you? He should be on the upper level, but we're still being blocked. Okay, maybe the female wing on that side, the staircase can take us up. Okay, alright, well, we go. I'm just gonna go. We come and check this out probably another time. I want to see if we can get up. Who the fuck was that? Was that Rebecca and who? A nurse? Oh, you fuck. Why is this all blocked off? Why can we not get into the female wing? Is this a balcony? No. Where the fuck are we? Oh, good. Intersection. So. Hey. Maybe we can. We're just blocked. We have to try all of the accessible stairs, and maybe there aren't any. No, I pressed the button. What? Went the wrong way. I did go. Oh, what? What the fuck? How did I get in there? Alright, anyway. Okay. How can I get up if I'm blocked? The only other staircase is the one on the male ward, but that earlier was also blocked. So we. I don't think we're gonna have any luck here. I am stumped. We can't. There is no up at this point. Alright. Then we go and check out that wing that Lenny freed up. Because we're blocked. We are blocked. There has to be something in here, right? Information or an object or whatever. A gas tank. It seemed like a dangerous thing to find in here. So what we got here is psychiatry. It wouldn't open. Fuck. Hang on. Let me actually look what this room was, because I did not see. Rehabilitation. Like physical kind of therapy? Yeah. Okay. Rehabilitation sessions. A number of patients exhibited injuries of varying severity and unknown origin. It is recommended that they continue with a more extensive round of rehabilitation sessions to avoid a worsening condition. As usual, we will continue with the sessions sorted by cell number. Cell 101A, patient is well, no special care. 102A, which is the dude, I forget his name, who we just gave the crown to. Right there on the fucking page, dude. Keep on reading. Cellmates Bertrand Laroche and William Hodgson presented a marked deterioration in their condition. Laroche is growing increasingly tense, and Nurse Marion noticed a number of bruises in his body. New episodes in which he falls into a sort of catatonic state, unable to respond to stimulations. Hodgson is similarly more on edge than usual and presented serious burns on his chest that no one could explain. We recommended strict supervision. 105A, we detected another fracture in Leonard's ankle. None of the staff can explain how this happened. They are aware of his osteogenesis and extreme care was already enforced. 2 sessions a day are recommended. 102A, cellmates had some kind of quarrel over a musical box that Laroche enjoyed, but that made Hodgson, who's the big dude and we now have a name, made him nervous. As described by Marion, in the struggle, Hodgson retrieved the spring from the device and immediately swallowed it. The patient was immediately taken to the operating room, but the surgeon deemed it too dangerous to perform the excision in his current condition. High blood pressure must be managed before administering anesthesia. It's just a small spring, he'll shit it out, he's a big lad, right? Hodgson, oh fuck! Alright, maybe he won't, because he died. Died of a heart attack during his session. Nothing could be done to lower his blood pressure. Before passing away, the specialist reported a heart rate so high the chest was visibly throbbing violently. Taken to the morgue. We need to retrieve the spring for the music box that we're going to find. That's got to be it, right? Remember that for later, because I won't. 105A, Crawford has developed chronic asthma. Traces of ashes or dirt. Yeah. Traces of ashes or dirt were found across his body. Recommended increased supervision of his daily wanderings. The patient insists to sleep with the lights on, which bothers Leonard. Yes, it was. It wasn't the wind-up key, it was a spring. We just read. Fuck's sake. Oh, look. Oh, whoa. Go back. How do I... Oh my fuck. Oh my fuck. Oh. 4 pages. I need a run up to this. Holy fuck. Exhausted and disappointed by the last session, I decided to take a walk outside the yard to clear my mind. It was a sunny afternoon, more peaceful than usual, with patients aimlessly wandering on the grass, all of them lost in their own absent-minded business. A soothing ambience, if a bit eerie, which helped calm my nerves. Among those patients seemingly enjoying the blissful yet rare moment was Leonard, who was more talkative than usual with his peers, clearly influenced by the same kind of haunting aura that I felt in the air. There's something about him that makes me even more irate about the regression in my group. Leonard was so close to being discharged from the institute. As I approached him in hopes of having a more open conversation than our therapy sessions usually afforded, a striking detail that I had missed earlier, thanks to the dollar lighting in the therapy room, stopped me in my tracks. There was a notable rash across his ankle. running from his right foot up to the bottom of his gown. Leonard seemed to have repeatedly scratched himself, and quite recently too, judging by the shiny red spots sprinkled across his skin. Puzzled about this, I motioned to get my patient's attention, but noticed yet another curious aspect of his appearance. His gown was overly dirty, although this fact by itself was irritatingly usual by now. However, it wasn't just dirt, but some sort of splotches of organic matter. As if Leonard had rubbed himself against a mouldy wall. My initial guess was that he'd simply lay down in the grassy grounds of the yard to have some rest, but there was something about the texture of those stains that still intrigued me. They had a certain glittering nature to them, like the trail of a slug would leave. And the colour wasn't quite green either, as in reminiscent of grass, but a shade similar to turquoise. We're looking for a turquoise slug. I took Leonard to my office so I could ask him a few questions in private. The organic stuff that I obtained from Leonard's gown has proven to be more bewildering than I imagined. It is of fungoid origin, as suspected, yet seems to be exceedingly rare. While this is far from my area of expertise, there's no question this sample is something unique. Properties indicated that it can only thrive in a warm and humid environment, which are unlike the conditions in our region. We are blessed with dry weather throughout the year, however that means this mould, fungus, is some kind of deep undergrowth, and somehow Leonard has gotten close to it. The tunnels, right? I left a cotton swab impregnated with this stuff next to one of those lab rats. The one that died. Evidence dictates that the presence of this material caused a visible rash on Leonard's body, so a mere small quantity should produce a marked change in such a little critter. Something happened to the rat. I can't quite put my finger on what that is, but the rat is behaving differently. No visible physical alterations of note, but something's not the same. Could it be? Is it carcinogenic? A number of mold species produce toxins that can cause various health problems, the worst of which can ultimately include liver and lung cancer, as well as invasive diseases, especially in small children, the elderly, and people with weak immune systems. The most toxic mold known to date is thought to be black mold, or Stachybotrys, which can cause general respiratory problems, especially if one has asthma or allergies, and may be linked to lung cancer, but none of this applies in our case. It's a lot of words, people, it's a lot of words. Give it a voiceover, let's sit back and just enjoy it. Moreover, some poisonous mushrooms are known to cause organ failure, but none have been proven to be invasive to this extent. I'm reading, I'm doing it, I'm just saying. There's a lot. I'm not moaning, but observing the current situation we are in. There's the death caps and the rather romantically named destroying angels. In the realm of plants, there's of course the Atropa belladonna, but that's basically poison. It doesn't stimulate a malignant growth. While some species of mushrooms certainly naturally produce carcinogens, these exist only in minute amounts and cannot directly cause cancer. And yet there are peer-reviewed records of the unusual Ophiocordyceps unilateralis, which is a pathogenic fungus, although it only attacks insects. It is parasitic indeed and did something to the rat, But no, that's impossible. There are no records of such a thing anywhere in the world. If what I suspect is true, this carcinoma has an effect akin to hallucinogen drug. And if Leonard came close to it, maybe the rest. Oh my god. I need to lie down after reading all that. Fuck me. Something is in the tunnels and we need to get down there. No trace of water, but we do know where there is some. We just do not have a vessel to contain said water. This here, this whatever we call it, wheelchair, is the shortcut logo for the game when you launch it. Lol. I swear to God, if this is another 4 pages, we're calling it. The stretcher looked quite uncomfortable. Leonard, the guy who had a heart attack, he had broken bones. Oh no, it wasn't Leonard. Leonard didn't die. It was this guy, Hodgson. His foot. Alright. William Hodgson is a robust man. Yeah, a brick shithouse. No, hang on, a shit... What's the saying? A brick shithouse, that's the word. It's not a shit brick house, it's a brick shithouse. I forgot. It's been so long since I've Englished that word, or phrase. What's the roommate? Alright, William Hodgson is a robust man with rugged facial features. Half of his face is covered in severe burn scars. He fell victim to an intense fire as a child as a result of being neglected by his parents. Sad. Ever since that event, Hodgson has experienced acute panic attacks. Whenever the subject of... Oh, sorry. Fuck me, I've lost it. He's experienced acute panic attacks whenever the subject of fire surfaces in any given conversation. Inevitable occurrence that has resulted in psychogenic, non-epileptic seizures and uncontrollable crying. Such reactions are in stark contrast with his imposing looks, yet Hodgson has unfortunately become a slave to his irrational fear. However, this patient can be equally pacific and mellow, routinely obeying orders and staying out of trouble. Specialists have determined his condition is reserved. While he shows promise, he is slow and exhibits difficulty reasoning and learning, far more than his peers. Hodgson is lucky to have a formidable voice that commands a sense of respect, which has fooled high-risk patients who would otherwise have taken advantage of him. Okay. Why is that useful to us now, after we know that he's dead? Stairs. Trained patients, yeah. A scale. Yeah. Is that it? Is there anything else? That was quite a novel. That's locked. We've done that. What's down here? Operating room. Maybe he's already in here, opened up, and we can yoink the spring for the music box. Something about this place should have... Okay, I missed it. It sent a shiver down my spine. There was a hint of dead in the air. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever. Okay. Why is this drum banging? The bed looked stained with both rust and organic material. It was simply amazing that the lamp still emitted such a powerful light. Dark stains were all over the interior wall of the broken wardrobe. I didn't want to know the source of those stains. What is it with the drums? What have we stumbled across? But we haven't got a sample. I'm guessing that we need a sample of the turquoise slug jizz to put in our little glass thing. Oh. No? No, wait. I'm not done. I don't really understand what I should do here, if anything. No. I don't think so. It didn't so can I yep, okay. So I think we need to put something in here, but I don't know. Hang on, let me just try one more time. It goes through the animation. That is there. If I move my mouse... Actually, I didn't actually even... It reacted before I touched my mouse, so... Okay, we'll come back to that later. I never liked syringes, but it was in good shape and could have proven useful, so I took it with me. The fuck? There was no sample in it. What the fuck is it, though? No sample of what? Oh, fuck. No! We need to put Leonard... Leonard needs to be sitting here. Lenny needs to be sitting here, and we need to push something into his head. Because I sure as shit aren't doing that. This blanket covering the stretcher looked disgusting, as if it had been drawing dust and fetid condensation for a long time. Yes. Okay. Sample, we've got a syringe, we've got this thing. Or... Oh! A jar that seemed unused and in newer condition than the rest of them. Items here piqued my interest. The label said hydrochloric acid. I nearly returned it to the shelf, but decided to keep it... What? What? Decided to keep it what? Is it empty? Because we can fill it with water. No! Okay. Metallic plates. Ancient Greek drawing. Okay. Well, no. Is that the only drawer? Oh, there we go. Several test tubes. Essential elements in any medical environment. Yellowed papers, none of interest. Come on. Was this a blood clot? Absolutely nothing. Feck. Okay. Well, we got a syringe and we got a... Ah, look! Tasks. Get music box. Find Hodgson's body. Hodgson was another patient from Group E and Bertrand's cellmate. Jar with acid, okay. It was a dangerous chemical substance which would likely corrode a variety of metal surfaces. Yeah, he's going to be in the morgue. Nursery rhyme. In my vision, Bertrand seemed to react to a nursery rhyme from a music box. Perhaps I'd be able to trigger another reaction from him if it were... Yeah, exactly. That's what we said. Oh! An ominous contraption was the main feature of the surgery room upstairs. Something about it seemed wicked. Like Ali G wicked, right? Not meant to be, or not meant to be used by human beings. Okay. So we still need to do this. I think remembering my past is going to be a task that stays here for the rest of the game. Balcony. What did he say? He said there was just one on the balcony and one on the upper floor, so there should be two somewhere. Get music box. Is there like a kids... Is there a kids wing? Operating room. The lamp didn't even have a light bulb? Didn't think they could receive patients in this room. It's a shithole. For our age group, Bob, it is the first thing that comes to mind. Ew. Booyakasha! A wicked innit, aight? So fucking cool, man. What is all this shit? It's empty is what that is. The drawers in this room seem to have been emptied a long time ago. Sedative? It popped off the cork! Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, Lenny, we've got something for you. Okay, we got what we needed. Destroyed. Lamp was fucked up. Yep. Poor sod Lenny. Well, we don't know if it's for Lenny. It might be for the other dude. Bertrand. Either way, someone's getting pricked. Oh, fuck. I'm hungry. Breakthroughs in experimental surgery. It is widely acknowledged that Dr. Hanwell was the architect of many novel medical procedures, as he championed technological advancements for treating his patients. A noteworthy example of this was his development of a new automated machine that could extract brain tissue samples quickly and without incisions. According to studies conducted by Hanwell Mental Institute, many patients suffer serious mental illnesses that are caused by brain tumours and must be treated with surgery. With a large, unexpected caseload of SMI patients, Dr. Hanwell felt the need to devise a system that facilitated the tumour detection process more efficiently than previous methods. Go to bed. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm going to bed yet. I need to prolong the weekend. It's a school day tomorrow. In Hanwell's time, the most widely used process for obtaining samples of brain tissue typically required a great deal of time and required 3 to 4 surgeons per patient to perform the craniotomy and extract the tissue. Precious time was also needed to seal the large incision in the cranium. To expedite this procedure, Dr. Hanwell devised the stereotactic transorbital brain biopsy equipment. A wondrous machine. Is that what we saw in the other room? Capable of extracting a brain tissue sample through an eye socket, thus avoiding the need for a craniotomy altogether. The doctor could simply input the coordinates of the tumour's suspected location, and the Strabi? How do you pronounce that? Could complete a complex stereotactic procedure using a sample extraction needle attached to a movable arc. This queer invention led to controversy. Some scientists and surgeons believe that using such a machine would increase the possibility of a brain hemorrhage, as its accuracy was questionable. Dr. Hanwell dismissed these opinions as uninformed, stating that the targeting mechanism of his machine was based on the most detailed brain atlas of all time, and that the Strabe was manufactured by the most trusted and reputable professionals. Was there anything else in here apart from that valve that we needed to fuck around with? Because if there was, nothing of use on the table. The fuck are we? Ooh, hang on. Mistreatment of patients in renowned hospital. Several nurses who prefer to remain anonymous have filed further complaints about the egregious abuse of patients by authorities at Hanwell Mental Institute. This has led to a tense atmosphere of quarrelling and accusations among employees inside a once respectable institution. Law enforcement officials, apprised of the situation, spent several hours yesterday evening searching the mental hospital. While no evidence of wrongdoing was found, they provided details during a press conference about the rapidly decaying state of the building and expressed concerns for the safety of the patients. Injuries exhibited by allegedly mistreated patients could not be attributed to a particular source. Wounds ranged from severe bruises to cuts to violent fractures, and in the worst case, searing burn marks. Would you rate burn marks more severe than a fracture? Family members of the patients and employees demanded a more severe intervention by state authorities. Dr. Hanwell, whose disinterest in discussing these grave allegations with the media borders on offensive, and did not respond to our inquiries, tarnishing his public image beyond repair. Alright. We go to the morgue, right? To find... Where are we going to find a fucking music box? Pass. Let's just go to the morgue and see if we can interact now. I don't think we... There was a dude with an instrument. This wasn't the number I was looking for. Okay, we're getting closer. I forget which ones had the bodies in. There was only one other, wasn't there? Oof. How do I... He was a big dude, man. Like... I'd have to gather strength to open this bag. What, like... I mean, I have a drink? What do you want? A beer or a fucking steroid injection or what? I'd have to gather strength to open this bag. Just open the fucking bag! Okay. I'm hungry. We've done nearly 3.5 hours. We've made good progress. I say we end it here for today and proceed forth probably tomorrow. Do a couple hours in the evening. Yeah, it was good. We made no horrendous fuck ups. Good progress. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Have a lovely rest of your day, peeps, and yeah, probably do a couple hours tomorrow. I don't know, like 8 PM Berlin time, something like that. 7:30, 8ish. You figure it out. I'll ping in Discord, but yeah. Have a good rest of your Sunday weekend, and we shall see each other again soon. Until next time, ciao for now. Bye.